Boz literally got on a plane after the reunion aired, pulled out her phone, and recorded a video clapping back at Amanda Francis while boarding. She said she was inspired by what happened at part 1 to launch a free YouTube series giving career advice. And then she dropped a line that was clearly aimed at Amanda. Some people sell courses. I teach what I've actually done. That is shade on a cellular level. And what makes this whole thing even messier is that Bravo rolled back the tape at the reunion, played the footage of Boz seemingly saying I lose money on it about her courses, which is exactly what Amanda claimed she said, and Boz is now arguing it was a hypothetical. She said I'd not I, and that changes everything. So who's lying? Who's telling the truth? And did Boz just get caught twice? Let's talk about it. So here's the full backstory. All season long, Boz has been skeptical of what Amanda does for a living. Amanda calls herself the money queen. She sells digital courses about manifesting abundance, mindset coaching, personal development. She says her work blends psychology, neuroscience, and human behavior. Boz has not been impressed. On Watch What Happens Live back in January, Andy Cohen played a game called Dish in the Dark, where he turned off the lights and asked shady questions. He asked Boz what Amanda is great at if not manifestation. And Boz, with the lights off and no hesitation, said scamming. One word. That set the tone for everything that followed. Amanda fired back in February on Entertainment Tonight. She said if Boz's own online course was making money, she wouldn't be so critical. She said Boz tried to create a personal development brand and it didn't go well. And then she dropped the bomb. She said Boz told her directly that she's losing money on her courses and that Boz admitted it to her face. She even said she believed jealousy was at play and that Boz should look in the mirror about why this really bothers her because she tried to do it. That's not a subtle response. That's a woman who came with receipts and a mirror. And then the reunion happened. Andy brought up the losing money claim. Amanda said it was caught on camera. Boz denied it. She said she never said that. She was adamant. And then Bravo rolled the tape. The footage showed a conversation between Boz and Amanda, where Boz appears to say I lose money on it. The captions even reflected it. The audience saw it. Amanda's face said told you. And Boz was sitting there trying to explain that what she actually said was I'd lose money on it. Meaning, hypothetically, if she were to price her courses the same way Amanda does. Not present tense, not an admission, a hypothetical scenario. Now, is that a fair distinction? Honestly, maybe. There is a difference between I lose money and I'd lose money. One is a fact about your business. The other is a projection about a scenario that doesn't exist. But here's the problem. When the footage plays and the captions read one way and the audience hears it one way, the clarification doesn't land. It just looks like you got caught. And this is the second time it's happened. Earlier this season, Boz told Amanda her business was essentially a cult and suggested she needed rebranding. Amanda pushed back and said Boz was pretending not to understand what she does. Kyle actually came to Amanda's defense that time, which was notable because Kyle doesn't typically insert herself into business disputes. And then, after part 1 aired, Boz got on Instagram and posted the airplane video. She said she was offering a huge clarification for anyone who missed it, that the operative word was I'd short for I would, which means hypothetically, not present tense. She broke it down like a grammar lesson. And then she announced she was launching a free YouTube series with practical and tangible advice from someone who has been successful in the workplace. The implication being, unlike Amanda, she doesn't need to charge thousands of dollars for advice because she has actual corporate credentials to back it up. She was CMO of Pepsi, head of marketing at Apple Music, and chief brand officer at Uber. Those are real resume lines, and that's the card she's playing. I don't sell courses about success, I lived it. But here's where I land on this. I like Boz. I think she's smart, accomplished, and brings a different energy to the show. But she's been caught on camera saying something that contradicts what she said at the reunion, twice. Whether the distinction between I and I'd matters in context, sure, it might. But when the tape rolls, and it doesn't match what you just told Andy Cohen, you look like you're backpedaling. And Amanda, for all the confusion around what she actually does, has been consistent in her story from the beginning. She said Boz told her she was losing money on courses. The footage appears to support that. Boz denied it. The footage appears to contradict the denial. That's a tough spot to be in regardless of what you meant. Part 2 airs April 30th. Pop off in the comments, are you Team Boz or Team Amanda on this one? Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!